The rains had just begun when Dengarang returned to the village of Maple, a place of cracked earth, cattle songs, and forgotten graves. His arrival was unannounced, yet it caused no alarm. He came dressed in the foreign fashion of Europe, shining shoes, black sunglasses, and a grey suit that clashed against the red mud. A heavy scent followed him, like old smoke and burning oil. To the people of Maple, Eden was a lost son returned. He had left during the Civil War, just a teenager. No one heard from him for nearly 2 decades. Rumors said he had become a successful businessman in Europe, Germany, maybe England. When he returned, he brought with him strange boxes, money, and a tongue that twisted the Dinka language like a man out of practice. He claimed he came back to help rebuild. He paid the chief to reopen the broken health post, dug a borehole, and distributed sacks of rice during the dry spell. Children followed him, men bowed to him, and women whispered prayers of thanks when he passed. But not everyone was blind. Old Mama Ya, the village herbalist, watched Den with eyes that had seen spirits move through fire. She said nothing, but she knew. His shadow never bent the same way twice. Animals avoided him. Children had nightmares after eating his food. And one night, she saw him standing shirtless beneath the moon, talking in a language older than any spoken in South Sudan. That same night, the village dogs disappeared. One by one, strange things began to happen. A baby was born with teeth. The river ran dry, even though the rains were strong. Men began to fight in their sleep. A young girl walked into the forest and returned 3 days later unable to speak, eyes wide with terror. The people blamed witches. But Mama Ya knew better. This man, she whispered to Chief Ryak, is not the Deng who left. Something came back wearing his skin. It was Najaim, a teenage girl with a gift for dreams, who finally saw the truth. One night, her spirit walked beyond her body, as it sometimes did. She followed the black wind to Deng's compound, where she saw him kneeling in a circle of ash, surrounded by bones, not of animals, but of humans. He chanted in a voice layered with others, voices that screeched and wept and begged. And then he looked up and saw her, not with his eyes, but with something deeper, darker. She awoke screaming. The village gathered the next day. Najaim spoke, her voice trembling. Mama Ya confirmed it. Even Chief Ryak, once grateful for Deng's generosity, felt the truth pressing in. They went to his compound at sunset. What they found made many run. Underneath his house was a hidden room, walls marked with blood, a floor stained with rituals, a sack of photos and passports belonging to missing people from other parts of South Sudan. Among them was a picture of the real Dengarang, smiling, alive, taken only 3 years ago. The man who wore his face was not human. But he was gone. They burned the compound. Mama Ya led cleansing rituals for 7 days. But Maple never truly healed. The cattle were restless. Children still saw shapes in the corners of their eyes. And in the night, some heard a voice that sounded like Deng's, calling from the trees. You can burn my house. But not my name. No one speaks it now. They only say the devil wore a suit once and Maple let him in.